Hey, this is Rockman. Welcome back to What the Hell Were We Doing? Final Fantasy VI. So it's been 84 years. We were getting Mog.
You didn't get the bird? Oh wait, you're not there yet. No birds yet.
Is that what was the highest levels you've ever taken on Kefka with Doom?
19.
Whoa. Go whoa. I can't even imagine being that pathetic.
He's getting my powers!
Ratmus the Bit Bus or the Bit Train was last stream. Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, the playthrough has been slow going. Well, it's probably already done on YouTube if you're watching it. But it's been like 3 weeks or something because, I had dental surgery and I felt like crap, so... Thank God for this controller that I have. Doom just took a shot. Finish this game so we can do Zelda 1 and show Bunny how it's done. Halt, don't move her. This one's dust. Kupo, Popupo. I guess I'll never get this gold hairpin then. Human-loving, fast-talking, street-smart, slam-dancing Moogle. And by the way, if the game ever completely freezes and there's no audio, that's because I clicked out of the emulator. But if the game and the entire stream fucking freeze and there's still audio, that means something's going horribly wrong with the emulator again. Any of you ever had a dream where an old psycho named Ramu came to you and told you to be expecting some weirdo with green hair? That's what it said, Ratmus. Gonna join your party, and by that I mean leave and go to the airship. Well, the night is young, Doom. Speaking of what we weren't speaking about, except I'm speaking now, I've got my notes open and I've got Doom's notes open. We already bought treasure here and we got Mog. So according to Doom's notes, we should go steal some Gaia gear. I ain't doing that shit. I think the next thing we need to do is just get Mog's dances, including Water Rondo. Let's see what my notes say. Yep, we're gonna get as many of Mog's dances as we can, including Water Rondo, so...
But you promised me you would never visit there again.
Visit where? Zosong? You didn't even know what that is.
No, the water place.
Oh. I must have been lying. There goes that music. That's strange. I thought that it was gonna let me warp out of here. Well, isn't that just a popular word these days? Sounds pretty redundant. Redundant beach. Can I warp out of here? Nope, guess we're walking.
Chocobos?
What about chocobos?
Chocobos.
Doom, can you name every single one of Mog's dances without me having to look at the walkthrough? First, I was going to check what dances he has. In order to do that, we got to get him in the party. So, let's see. I guess he's going to replace Worf. I guess we should unequip Worf, maybe. She's got hero ring and earrings. He's got ribbon and sprint shoes. He's got Atlas armor and running shoes. Sure. Doom, does the Zephyr cape still work in this version? Or is that affected by the bug? Protects against poison, dark zombie, cascades. Cast reflect. Raises vigor. I think it says dodges attacks more easily. Dodges attacks more easily. It raises the evade percent. See, isn't that glitched? But it also raises magic block. Okay, so the part of the glitch is that evade does nothing, but the M block does both, so... Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh yeah, let's
You
check
didn't look at what he has.
for his dances. Yeah, Dusk Requiem. So if I had to guess, I would say that there's probably a grass dance first.
Grass, mountains, city, water.
Look at this one, you want to be attacked and it doesn't even attack. Wouldn't that be weird if he couldn't learn a dance if he had sunglasses on? That'd be crazy. Mastered a new dance. I could have parked closer to the forest, and I did not. Forest, I assume. I am a leafer on the dark wind. Mastered a new dance. Desert. The hell is that, Ramus? Mastered a new dance. And like Song was hinting at, I think there's one in Zozo. Master a new dance. Yes, I know we never heard of it. Okay, so obviously we're missing
Alright.
Water Rondo.
I'll BRB while you go get water.
Missing water. One of them is Snowman Jazz, which I think we can't get to World of Ruin. So the one thing I'm missing is probably the mountain, right? What the hell is that emote? Where's my hand-drawn map? I don't have time to find that. That's not it. That's it. Okay, I think this is the cave to Mount Colts. I think that's where we want to go. To the outside of the mountain. Like, not here. This is a cave. But this should be... So at the start of the game, when you first get Mog and those Moogles and you're in the cave, I think he already has Dusk Requiem. That means that canonically Mog has never left that cave in his entire life, right? Because otherwise he would have learned more dances, right? God. It's crazy talk. What if you could just press a button on the... I was gonna say Nintendo DS and have no battles anyways. I think I was thinking of the GBA version, but that's not even the version I was... Alright, so now we gotta get Water Rondo. So how do we get Water Rondo again? First we check my notes. Or should we check Doom's notes? Doom's notes say land at Barren Falls, jump off. What do my notes say? My notes have 3 different methods. What is yours? Let's see. Barren Falls. Crescent. Is Crescent Mountain the same as Barren Falls? Because this says return to Crescent Mountain, jump into the Serpent Trench. When you get out, you'll be in Nikkei. This says method 3 is the shortest and fastest. Well, it says it's short and fast. Land the airship at Nikkei, take a chocobo from there to Barren Falls, jump in and go through the Serpent's Trench, which will take you back to Nikkei with the airship. We already got the espers in the auction house. Alright, so land airship at Nikkei. Do I remember where that is without looking at my map? This is Nikkei, right? Yes, that's how I pronounce it, okay? Nikkei? What is that? Some sort of... Oh, wait, that's racist. Yep. Okay, wait, let me look again what I'm doing here. Land the airship here, take a chocobo here to Barren Falls. Okay, so where's the chocobo? $80 GP. How's the game audio? Do you want it louder? Or is it fine? It may be quiet, but I don't want it banging in my head right now. Except when you guys want to rock out to this song, of course. So, yeah, Rondo of Blood. What console or consoles was that originally on? Like, what year did that come out? It's like, what I know of Castlevania, I know 1, 2, and 3 came out on the NES and 4 came out on the Super Nintendo, right? Okay, yeah, that was, okay, yeah. I guess I sort of sort of remembered that. Like, I think, was there one on the Genesis? A Castlevania game? And yeah, I knew that there was one on the PC Engine that was popular in other countries or something. And then, like... And then what, you had like a couple of N64 games that were very poorly received, I think, and then Symphony of the Night came out. What system that was for, I don't know. This is what I was supposed to do, right? What was it? Where does this take me? Because this takes me to... Doesn't this take me to the Veldt? Or does this take me... This says it's going to take me back to Nikkei. Oh, no, this takes me to the... Okay, no. This is the Veldt, but then I go through the Cave of the Veldt, or as I call it, Casa de Velvet. And that takes me to the Water Rondo thingy. Okay, yeah. Oh, I got a bunch of dried meat. Hey, Cobra, how's it going? Oh, man, I'm so sorry I didn't bring Gao. Just kidding, who gives a shit?
I give a shit. You're supposed to get all of Gal's whatevers.
Yeah, have you done that song?
Not yet. Maybe one day.
Not yet. Maybe one day. I'd sure like to see that. Mastered a new dance.
What if this game had a warp to airship?
And kids would have more time to Instagram their butt.
Yep.
What do the almighty notes say now? Imperial base. Cave to the sealed gate. Doom's notes say wall rings and peace rings and ribbons are helpful. Wall rings probably not for me. Gaia gear.
No, it's useful. Economizers.
I don't have multiple ribbons. Peace ring protects against berserk muddle. Is that really a problem in here? Apparently I forgot to equip him properly. Alright, we should be good now. God. Oh, I missed. Alright, let's check save in here. Fucking encounter. Alright, we need to take off the fire knuckle here. Give him the Kaiser blade. You alright, son?
Just burping.
So Saban suplexes trains know that I'm streaming this? Because he should. I'm sure Bunny wouldn't mind. Hey, Stonelocks, how's it going?
Part of me wonders if that means Stonnox is on drugs. But I think he might just be very tired.
He's on hugs.
Hugs?
Not drugs.
Oh, speaking of drugs, I should take my allergy pill.
What do you guys think about what the dub? Do you want to try it again with some of the custom things, even though it's crashing all the time? Or is that like so annoying that you don't want to? There's a thing on Steam where it's like contact support, so I can like tell them that the game is crashing all the time, but I assume their answer is going to be that custom packs are not cleared for Mac OS or something. Oh no, Stelnox. Okay, Doom, your notes said something about when you come to a thing with two switches, only pull the left one, but this is just one switch. Okay, pull the switch here to reveal a path to a chest, it says, so... In the next few days, I'll try to go back on Steam and try to maybe Google some information, maybe try to contact support, but I'm willing to try it again on Friday. So here's where I pulled the left one. Yes. Oh no, I'm so deadly dangerous. I better use that tent. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just gonna... I thought you were gonna blame me, Ratmus. Left switch opens door, right switch is a battle. Switch, next switch opens a southbound path. At pair of floor tiles, don't step on either. Two switch. Okay, so we're coming up to a thing where there's hidden stuff in the ground. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hidden stuffs, it seems. What does my thing say? The doorway, get the chest, pulled over, and pull the switch on the next bridge. You're gonna go through the hole. It's funny, dude. My thing says step on both switches, and your thing says step on neither of them. Just like getting water rondo. Oh, I was supposed to pull this.
In which game? Fire Red Leaf Green? Stelnox wants to wall jump with the devil in the pale moonlight. Is that a real game, Ratmus?
hidden above here? I don't think I knew that. I found 4 hidden tiles down by the stairs. Then there's this chest. And then apparently there's something hidden up here in the upper left corner. It says 2000 GP, but this could be wrong. Yeah, it says it is 2000 GP. I thought I found 4 hidden things. Visit edge, what? I don't know. I think I got everything. Okay, so there's like 2 more chests over here. Then I'm also coming up to a room with possibly 4 chests. I'm guessing it's too early, Doom, to put the Atma weapon on her, right? Do you know what part, like what stat is it that ups the Atma weapon? Like, is it level? Is it hit points? Is it battle power, vigor? So I didn't step on any of the switches, but how do I get that chest? Maybe I just pull the doodads? check the notes again. Were we speaking about Pokemon? That doesn't help. That didn't do anything. So its potential max damage is determined by your level. It does max damage when your HP is full. Alright, so let's test that out here in a second. I just completely lost my brain. Okay, hold on, Espers. I'm gonna check Espers first. How many of these spells am I actually ever going to use is the question. Okay, so her level is 45. Let's her HP is maxed. Let's equip her with the Atma weapon. Let's see how much damage she does. 3419. Right, now, let's do a control. Okay, the Atma weapon is a lot more, but either way it kills the guy. So I think I, like, got everything in here. Okay. So in a minute we'll end up in Miranda. Classic Mog. Turtleneck. Kafka. You want me to poison his face? making cutscenes in the game, can you make it so that whenever a cutscene happens, it says cutscene? These past 2 nights I have not slept well. No, it wasn't because of daylight savings time. It's because of my medical problems.
You should stop having those. But I fixed it.
That's what I tell myself every day. Doesn't work.
I heard that's what I tell myself every day as an orc.
It's funny. I actually said it doesn't work, but yes.
I know, I did read whatever in my brain, but what I heard was because you're an orc.
It's not my beautiful chair. Okay, so here's a question, Doom. So you said that Rondo of Blood was originally on the PC Engine, you think, but what is Bunny playing it on now? Is it like on Steam now? PS5, whoa. A PS5, I don't even have that. Chat, vote, which Esper should I give Gen Z over here?
A useless one?
Are any of these people like near a level or... Okay, she is near a level up, and so is the doctor, so let's take that into account. Let's see. Doctor's on magic power +2, that's fine. Alright, so she should have some sort of good thingamajig. She could have magic power +1, hit points +10. Yeah, let's give her the hit points. That'll make the ammo weapon even better, right, Doom? Does he need Ice and Bolt? Not really. Yeah, let's do that for him. Fancy's good on that, and he's good on that. So Bunny has a PS5, huh? Oh. Wow. Look at, speaking of HP, I mean, you know, I mean, she could still use some more HP though. Look at hers compared to Data. Let's see here. So Ramus wants me to watch some video about Batman Begins on X-Play. Whoa. Miranda. Search box to left of entrance for Revivify. Search box on right side of town for Remedy. That's all that's there according to my notes. What did Doom's notes say? Same thing. Take Chocobo to Vector, it says. Hey, there's the Joker, everybody. Doctor learned osmosis. Nobody gained a level yet. Yes. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be looking at boxes or something. Yeah, that's one, and then there's something on the east side of town, I guess. Great gossip. This is where Doom reminds us of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, right? Let's walk there to gain that level. Those chicken lips. Wants to know if he's going to see any chicken on the next exciting episode of TOC. Okay, so she still needs a level. You feel like chicken tonight? Like chicken tonight? Like chicken tonight? Because these days don't even know what that means. What was Song getting from Panera?
Soup and sandwich.
Song doesn't know this because she doesn't read Xander's Discord. She barely even reads my Discord. The same time I was doing my video game jigsaw puzzle, Xander was doing a different video game jigsaw puzzle. It's a crazy coincidence. Jezia gained that level and somebody learned something or other. Okay, so no levels coming up for a little while there. She's still working on that. He's still working on that. He's done with that. He's still working on that. We are back in Vector. What are we supposed to do here? Imperial Palace. Alright, for talking to the soldiers, I'm not going to look at anybody's notes. I'm just going to go and do it. What's the worst that could happen? Could drop the controller. Save state. Like this Atma weapon. was everyone in there. It's just Kefka, right? We don't want to talk to him. That should be 24, that's it. Talked to everyone and got all the chests.
Even the guys in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. What you meant by in the bathroom? Save state again. Let's see what. There's what Doom's notes say. Doom, it also says after this, go to Blackjack near Miranda for cutscene. Which cutscene is that?
That's too many words.
You could count me in as a returner. Sid the Squid is on the Blackjack? Exactly. As you know, Kefka's in jail for war crimes. I can think of a few more people who should be in jail for war crimes. Leave him in jail. The next one is inexcusable. TC is one of us. One of us. One of us. Any other questions? Alright, now we're asking why'd you start the war, which is the first one listed, but it's also the first one that they ask. I don't know if they changed the order or what. Why'd you start the war? More question, please. Why do you want peace now? One more question, please. Why do we have to talk to your men? Now let's talk about Espers. Yes, the Espers have gone too far. About those questions, which one do you ask first? Okay, so it is the same order. Why'd you start the war? Take a break.
Baking, I like to use very good.
Doom, of course I don't remember, but Bunny played this game. Do you remember how she did during this thing? Did she manage to talk to all the people? Did she ask chat what the questions were, or did she just fucking answer them and get whatever the hell she got? Because I have no fucking idea. The only thing I remember about her playthrough is pretty much the Opera House. I go back to my chair now. Okay, that your war's truly over. General Leo.
Leo.
One day maybe I'll understand what he's trying to say. Doom, have you noticed the emulator freezing at all so far tonight? Oh shit, I jinxed it. Okay, yeah. Let's stick Sam out of the back row now. It seems he's mostly caught up with the rest of us. Yes. Alright, she's working on that. I guess Sam didn't really get started with anything. Sure, let's go with stamina and cure 2. Relics. Just gotta have a sprint shoes and a ribbon, I guess. So I don't think I've ever personally seen this cutscene with Sid the Squid, so let's walk all the way over there after with this. Alright, so what did my notes say? So if we did this correctly, I should get a charm bangle. Is that what your notes say? Your notes doesn't say, I guess. Blackjack, oh, and then we gotta go to the, we also have to go to the Imperial base. Okay, hold on. I need my map. Oh, I thought that said Iggy, and I was like, Iggy Pop? No, Igglybuff. Just like Wigglytuff. Yes, I know a Pokemon. Try not to faint. Okay, so I am in Vector, which is in the center of the continent. Miranda is in the southwest. Imperial Base is in the east. And the place I want to go to move on is Albrook, which is directly south. So we basically got to go west and east for detours before we go south. First, we gotta make sure we got our charm bangle. Got it. In other words, while Sam was away from the party, he was lifting weights. Like Clark did in Superman 2 and beat up that guy in the diner. Yeah, if I didn't have stitches in my mouth, I would have already tried it. I'm hoping I can try it after I get the stitches taken out. Wait, am I just stealing with him? Then I guess, Ratmus, you'll tell us how it is before anyone else. Alright, let's fight manually here. That's less than ideal. relates to she? Yeah, hair ring and earrings. So, if I remember correctly, Doom, I go into the airship and then there's like a side room where the engine is? Is that what I'm looking for? Probably where Nintendo Capri Sun would sleep. That crazy bastard. Wait. Okay, so I don't want to go in the town. I want to go back to the airship, which is over here. Whoops. Yeah, Doom, what level would you be at this point? Like, oh, it might be dangerous with 2 people. Maybe like level 10 or something? Low 20s. Cutscene. So Sid is helping him fix it? I thought he just disappeared. He went in the engine and came out on the right side where we can't see him. No machine can stump me. That's not what Worf said. I guess Sid's not helping. He just wants to help, but Paris said fuck off. I can speed this crate up. Oh no, you missed the Densetsu no cutscene. Is it unfrozen? Spoilers. Yeah, I've definitely never seen that. And we can't get it again, it's gone.
What if the fastest airship crashed into a giant monster in the sky?
Crazy talk.
Let's just go with that. Doomgaze took it down once and it wants to take it down a second time. That's a good lore.
Wasn't there a chocobo here? Wait. Doom, I thought your note said something about a chocobo here. Is it somewhere around the town? gums are hurting. It was up when we were in Miranda earlier. It's okay. Take Chocobo, narrow part of forest to east of town. Narrow part of forest. What do you mean by this forest in a narrow part? I'll know it when I see it. That's what I told Bunny about finding level 8. Work a lot better in this case if I didn't have fucking random enemy encounters to worry about. There we go. 100 GP. Who's this guy think he is? Speaking of Zelda, Doom, after seeing Bunny do Zelda 1, how do you think she'll do on Zelda 2? I got the thing that's in the stove. I checked all the buckets. Now, is there something hidden off the screen is my next question. There's an elixir hidden off the screen. Is that it? I don't know how video games can cause stress. They're supposed to relieve stress. Song, do you remember how...
Gonna play Hexic? What were you saying about me? Dude, what's more stressful, RE4 or the tape stuff?
The what stuff?
The tape stuff for saving.
Oh, ink ribbons in the earlier...
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna ask you, I was gonna say, Song, do you remember how Doom was stressed in Resident Evil 4? But then you mentioned Hexic, and I just want to be like, shut the fuck up. So clearly it was more stressful than Resident Evil 4 that you did finish.
Uh,
Yeah, I Wish Ratmus could stream more, because one of the things I always wanted him to stream was the original version of Resident Evil 1, which he didn't stream. He only did the remake. The first remake, because there's a million remakes. Okay, I think we got everything here, so we need to go to Albrook. There's a warp stone in a crate somewhere, and then stay at the inn. Yeah. Yeah, video games cause me anger, but I would never say that they cause me stress. Even Hexic, I wouldn't say that it causes me stress. It's just annoyance and anger and rage. Those are the only emotions I have, okay? Like, if something's coming at me in a video game, like some scary thing, or if I'm dealing with some difficult enemy, like I'm not stressed. I'm fucking pissed off. Yeah, I could see how they would be, yes. Oh, I stole a green beret. You guys know all about that. Yeah, like, one of the reasons why I haven't streamed Resident Evil 4 again is not because of stress. It doesn't stress me out. It doesn't even really make me angry. It's more like laziness, because like I have to. It's just like some games, even like this one not so much, but some games it's just like it's been so long since I played them, and I just really don't remember like how to play them, where things are, what to do, and like, so then I know that I'm gonna have to be like every 5 minutes and be like how I'm checking the notes on here over and over and over and over again. It's like that's I guess why it's annoying to me. It's like I just don't want to deal with that. Exactly. Because yeah, like if I was gonna do Resident Evil 4 again, and I might, like I would have to be looking at like the treasure guide, and like I would be like, okay, what are the treasures in this area? Because I don't want to miss them. And then I'd have to get used to the whole, knifing things and this, that, and the other. It's been, I mean, geez, I haven't played this game in 7 years. I don't think I've played Resident Evil 4 even longer than that. Yeah, I mean, and that's also why I don't want to, start any brand new game, because then I'd have to learn a brand new game, and that'd be even worse. But I'm sure, I mean, this game, it's not that it's hard to get into with this game. I mean, I'm having a problem because just it's been so long in between streams because of the things going on with my teeth and everything. But like, if I was doing this every day, like, I'm used to it again. I know how to play it. I'm just using the notes to make sure, like, I don't miss anything and whatnot. But like, I'm sure I could do Resident Evil 4 and look at the treasures. It's just laziness. Where is the fucking thing that I'm supposed to... I said there's something in a crate? My notes don't say anything about that. Warp stone hidden in crate. Maybe it's near the dock. Hold on. gate somewhere over here. One of these, perhaps? No? Okay. Didn't want this cutscene.
That's too bad. Leo! Shadow Leo!
You know what? Who cares if I miss a warp stone? I'm never gonna use a goddamn warp stone anyways.
That's how I feel about you getting most of the items in these chests.
You know, I think if you were getting all the achievements in like the, you know, Steam re-releases or the Pixel remaster, whatever, you have to open every chest in the entire fucking game, by the way. It's like, no thanks. And you have to get every rage and lore, by the way. So you should totally do that song. You wanted to do that, right? Yeah, and then sometimes you miss a chest in a dungeon and then all hell breaks loose, right, Doom? When would that ever happen? Quark is just like a turret because he learned to use garrots. That would explain the extremely silent killing, right? Was the crate I'm looking for around it up here in this fucking corner or something? I don't see a fucking crate. Probably walked right past it. What does this bitch say? No kidding. You hear that, Doom? They have only weak magical power. What do you think about that fucking enemy that you said was very dangerous? Cutscene. I can't believe this is the only time in the game that we'll ever hear this music. There'll never be another time to hear this music, right, Doom? Better listen to it all while we can. We get copyright notices on the goddamn YouTube video. Hey Eric, how's it going? Well, that's two great pieces of music, but together they probably sound like a dissonance. Said come on, and I heard Link from Wind Waker. Yeah, and I've taken a break from playing Wind Waker for several years, and I was thinking of maybe doing it again next year. If Bunny says that she's doing it towards the end of this year, hopefully that would be a good time to maybe do it early next year. We'll see what happens. I'll be dead by then. Song, wasn't Wind Waker the first game you streamed, maybe after Portal 2?
No.
No?
I'm gonna see if you remember. I do.
Have fun with that, Doom. I thought it was Wind Waker.
No. After streaming Portal, which were more like my testers to see out how I did with streaming, I did all the Paper Marios.
When did you do Wind Waker? Or was that maybe your, like, after your first anniversary? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Maybe. Hold on.
Because I thought it was something like that with Thanksgiving or something.
Thanksgiving is when I started streaming. Paper Mario Hexig, Portal 2, Secret of Monkey Island, Ribbit King, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Lego, Indiana Jones. Because my first Zelda was Ocarina of Time, and I started that around my birthday. Dimensions. Then I did A Link to the Past. It's my next Zelda. Yeah, Wind Waker started. Yeah, Wind Waker was my first anniversary stream. Starting my second year of streaming. Because who wouldn't have a record of every stream that they ever did?
Let's get past it, but I think she said, I want to know what love is. It's kind of funny to me to just the characters Quark and Jadzia are talking to each other right now in the game, and like in real life the actors who played those characters on Star Trek Deep Space Nine are doing a rewatch podcast together, sort of. So those actors are still friends today. Some comic relief over here. Not a word of this to anyone else, oh shrouded one. have footage of Song if she were on a boat.
I'm surprised you think I could manage to get to a railing.
Yep, I got Doom's guide and my guide. Let's check the guides right now. We go to Tamalsa. We go to Tamalsa. Alright, I'm gonna walk over there.
Hello, Eric.
Well, Doom already left for dinner. It's about 8:30. Usually I would have taken a break by now. I haven't felt like it. We should probably just take a break before it gets too late.
You wanna go get me some grapes?
Okay.
Because I'm lazy.
I thought I was talking about how I was lazy.
You know that I beat you in the laziness department, and it's not even a challenge.
Does my mom know that? That's the question. The answer is no. Let's see. So yeah, Bunny's doing Castlevania Rondo of Blood. I've never played a Castlevania game in my life. Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, I'm sure I've played Castlevania 1 and 2 and 4 for a couple of seconds. And I think I played a little bit of Symphony of the Night co-op with Cobra just to get achievements, but I don't know anything of how to actually do it, nor do I care. Alright, so after the break, we'll be going into the town of Tamalsa, is what I pronounce it. Let's take a break. If anyone has to leave during the break, bye, thanks for being here. Get some water, walk around, do what your heart tells you. I think if I ever played Castlevania 4, it's only because it's on the SNES Classic, which I was probably, I have that, so I was probably messing around with that back when we got it. Hello, I am back.
You didn't bring me my snacks. I'm snackless.
Fate worse than death. But yeah, Eric, I think I mentioned that after Bunny plays a game that I like, then I usually immediately want to stream it. But first I gotta finish Final Fantasy VI, but after that's done, I will do Zelda 1. And unlike Bunny, I will do both quests. And I'll probably just go ahead and do Zelda 2 after that, even though she's not gonna get to that until way later.
You know, this plays Zelda 2 again and again. Maybe a third time.
Yeah, I mean, quite possibly. I mean, I like Zelda 1 a lot, and I love Zelda 2 a lot, so... let me look at my list here. I should be getting back to the game, but... So yeah, we're going to finish Final Fantasy VI. This is obviously main stuff, not like side what the dub streams or Ratmus. I'm just talking about my stuff. So Final Fantasy VI, Zelda 1, both quests, Zelda 2, and then what? Nobody asked. But then what? What's on the list here? What's on the list here? Well, then I'm kind of I got to figure something out. I did Sonic 1 with Cobra recently, where I got all the Chaos Emeralds. So I might do Sonic 2 with Cobra, get all the Chaos Emeralds. Again, that's kind of a side game. Yeah, I really do need to decide if I'm going to do something like Resident Evil 4 or something else. Yeah, I'm like I said. I think in my rules it says that you can suggest a game to play, but that's wait. Does it say that? No, actually it doesn't. Okay, I think yeah. A lot of my rules I put in there because I was kind of annoyed at other people's rules. A lot of, like, you know, when I first started streaming on Twitch in 2014, there were a lot of rules like, don't ask to be a mod, don't suggest a game unless this, that, or the other. So I was like, I specifically made, you know, don't backseat. So my rules were like, yeah, hell yeah, do all that stuff, I don't care. But I guess I kind of took all that stuff out of the rules. Actually, I don't see that anymore. Anyways, the point is, like, I have nothing against you giving me a suggestion like, hey, Rockman, play Super Castlevania 4. It's a great game. I'm sure it is. But like I also said, I'm a pissed off, angry, old 47-year-old man, and I don't want to learn a new game. So it's not going to happen. Sorry. Now, Ratmus said that he played it. So I didn't know that Ratmus played it. Maybe Ratmus wants to stream it, because a lot of games that I'm just like...
Ratmus is far more open than Rockman to playing different games.
Yes. Ratmus loves RPGs, and he also loves a lot of other games types that I don't. Yeah, and he's more open to trying things. So,
do you want to explain to Eric how I tricked you to play Super Paper Mario?
Song told me it was a platformer.
Yeah, it was a platformer with RPG elements, but no random encounters. And I explained like the tool system with the pixels, and you're like, yeah, that sounds okay. And then I told him what game it was, and he was like, you bitch.
Yes, but then I tried it and I liked it.
And you really liked it, yeah.
Yeah,
but I had to trick him.
But yeah, I mean, I do not like games with random encounters generally. I mean, even Final Fantasy VI, when I like right now, I'm just like, God, this game would be so much better if it just didn't have any fucking random encounters. You know, I'm sort of gritting my teeth here, but yeah, maybe Ratmus would like to play Castlevania 4. Ratmus has a lot more games possibilities on his list. There's a rhythm game on the PS1 called Bust a Groove he used to play back in 25 years ago, and I thought maybe that would be fun sometime. He's thinking of doing Plants vs. Zombies. Haven't decided yet. I even put Super Mario Land on his list. It's like, maybe? The Minish Cap is one of the few Zelda games that he hasn't streamed. That's a possibility for the future. So maybe Castlevania 4. We got the Mortal Kombat collection to try out sometime. Yeah, every 4th of July, you probably don't know this, Eric, I think because you followed recently, but every 4th of July, Ratmus and I go on vacation to Wisconsin, and there's a couple of used video game stores up there. So every year we go up there, we buy a bunch of used video games, old games at NES and PS1 and stuff like that, and then we do this stream called Rockman and Ratmus Random Wisconsin Games, and everyone loves it. Right, Song?
Wait, were you talking about the Wisconsin games again?
Yes.
Oh.
I said everyone loves it when we stream all those games, right, Song?
I think you could save your money.
Okay, so...
Even if you buy them for a pittance.
A pittance. We get $20 off. Alright, so my notes say check the middle barrel, check a barrel, check a barrel. There's like 4 barrels, plus a hidden memento ring. Doesn't say anything about buying items, but Doom's notes say about buying items, so we'll check out the shops. Oh wow, strangers. There's rods that I think like you throw them and they cast that spell. I don't think I ever really used that. Okay, what did Doom's notes say about shit. Shit, okay. Weapon shop. Ice rod, stout spear, darts. Better than what you have, but not important. I'll buy 2 stout spears. I don't think buying an ice rod is important. And I'm guessing that the darts aren't going to matter because by the time Setzer matters, he'll probably have a better weapon than that, so... On the armor side... Gaia Gear if you need more, and Mystery Veil. Let's buy 2 of those. Oh, I don't have any Gaia Gear. I have like a million fucking bucks. So let's just buy a couple of things. It's not gonna hurt. There, to replace the warp stone I missed. I think we're gonna gonna stop today before the floating continent. Hopefully. Everybody be hiding stuff in barrels in this town. Magic? What is this magic? This kid's playing with matches. What you want with me? An elderly
You want to join our
gentleman.
party, Bannon?
Bannon?
Oh, that's not Bannon. Strago.
Yes, it's an elderly gentleman.
I know, my brain just looked at him and was like, that's familiar, must be Bannon.
Pure of heart and learning the way of monsters. Just like Bannon.
Just like Bannon. I don't know my brain. That's how you spell Bannon.
Honestly, can't say I have. Your picture captures everything: voice, water, light, the very essence of life. Memento ring hype. I don't know if we missed a barrel or not, but moving on. Jim says unequip Shadow before staying at inn. What do my notes say? Always pick the right door. I think. Shadow didn't have much time to do anything. May as well leave the memento ring on him. Oh, she's dead. Actually, I think, hey Spoet, how's it going?
Hi, Spoet.
The magic damage, I think, would count for his, lores. So, let's give him 2 earrings. We got
Still adjusting to the time change.
Still adjusting to having horrible stitches in my gums. Let's try ice too. Nice. A flame eater. Did the Aqua Rake first, and yet Jadzia's attack went off first. That's weird. It's not even dead. Shut up, some pump. just one of the many cool tracks in this game, right?
What happens if we just leave him on the floating island?
What a horrible question. Which one of the characters' themes? Let me think. Yeah, I think I said, like, you know, this game has so many musics, I'm not sure which I could pick as my favorite. Well, it's probably the Floating Continent, but if I had to pick a character's theme, I mean, I guess Celeste maybe. I mean, it's kind of the Opera House theme, so that's kind of a cop-out. But I have, obviously Celeste is my favorite character, but even characters that aren't my favorite, like Shadow is not my favorite, Gao is not my favorite, but they have great themes too.
Is that because you don't like being called Mr. Thou?
No. Yeah, Terra's theme is kind of like the it's kind of like the beginning of the game overworld, so yeah, you hear that a lot. And there's not really a bad theme in this game, but yeah, I think as far as characters, I think some of my favorites would be Celeste and Gao and who else? I mean Cyan is good. Locke is good. Mog, Gogo, Morrow, I mean, they're all good. Let's see. So we just go over to the mountains and just go through there, I think. Let's see. Doom says this, that, or the other. Learn Pearl Wind from Abolisher. Only when there are two of them only appear outside. That's a lore. How many treasures are in this area? It looks like 4. Don't know if any one of them are really hidden. I think you just go through the paths and that's about it. In the first room there are 3 exits. The left one and top one lead to one another, so right is the correct way of go. You get to the room with the safe spots. In terms of non-character theme music, like I said, Floating Continent, and we can't forget the Magitech Research Facility, that's great. I mean, I like the Velt. You know, the overworld, the airship music in the World of Ruin. I mean, even the battle theme, the boss battle theme, some of the towns. Some people like the mountain music. Some people like the deep underground music. We got a heal rod. Back in the day when we used to buy CDs off eBay from Japan, I'm sure we've got at least one Final Fantasy VI, soundtrack CD, maybe multiple ones. I'm sure I've got all the MP3s as well. I don't listen to music on like Spotify or things like that. Oh, there's Renee. Any music that I tend to listen to is usually, sometimes I'll go to YouTube if I know that, if I see good music on there, but I tend to like have my MP3s on my computer, some of which I ripped from CDs back in the 90s. Oh my gosh. lot of it is, of course, not just Final Fantasy VI, but you know, all sorts of video game soundtracks, Zelda, and all the stuff that I love. Of course, we love Weird Al. Personally, I'm a big television fan. A lot of TV shows that I've watched throughout my life, so I have some stuff from TV shows, anime, video games, stuff like that. Why am I talking about this? Because I needed something to talk about.
Because I'm not providing conversation.
Because you're not like, Rockman, shut up, I don't care about your shit.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying why you were talking about random stuff as I was not helping.
Years ago, Eric, before Twitch started cracking down on copyrighted music and well, on YouTube also, like 12 years ago, that stuff didn't matter. We used to play DOS Wheel of Fortune, and I would just play all sorts of music on the stream. Don't do that anymore because I like to have all my VODs on YouTube saved, and if you put copyrighted music on there, we'll have all sorts of problems. We would have 80s night. I mean, we still do it on Discord sometimes. We have 80s night, or we used to do classic rock sometimes, or TV show themes, or Weird Al night all the time. Video game music, Grand Theft Auto, retro games, Final Fantasy VI, Zelda. Obviously, Mario has good music, Sonic. And even though I don't, I mean, there's games like, even though I don't play Castlevania, there's classic songs in there like Bloody Tears and others. You know, I grew up on the NES. I mean, that's how I started on the NES and grew up on the NES, and then eventually Super Nintendo and all that. So a lot of great memories on those games. I did not pick Majora's Mask per se, I don't think. I think what happened was somebody picked A Link to the Past for her, and then she was like, oh, I really like Zelda. I played Ocarina of Time once as a kid. I'm going to do that again. And then she kind of decided to do Majora's Mask, I think. I didn't pick a golden carrot or anything. But when she did Majora's Mask, I told her, I was like, this is my favorite game. I know everything about it. I can help you. I can backseat you. And also Doom hates it and doesn't know shit, so I'm your man. Oh, I stole a white cape. Wow. Alright, let's fire 3 his ass once again. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. It didn't even kill him. Oh yeah, I'm sure other people helped too. Oh, that healed him. Shit, that was dumb. But yeah, that was fun when she was like, okay, I'll do side quests now. Just tell me what to do. Man, I freaking love that. And when we did the Coffee and Andrew thing and getting all the masks, did I stream Majora's Mask right after Bunny did, like I said?
I don't
Or did I
remember the last time you streamed Majora's Mask.
I think I did. I know I did it. I did it in 2020, but then I think I did it again after Bunny did it. Yeah, I think. And I did Link to the Past after Bunny did it. I probably did Ocarina of Time after Bunny did it also.
I need to get up and walk. Wow. I'll mute so if I talk to my mother, you don't have to hear.
Okay. some other games I did recently because of Bunny. Like I did Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 after she did. I did Mega Man X. Well, actually, I did, instead of doing Mega Man X, I did Rockman X. Same thing, basically. And I did Rockman X2, but I tried Rockman X3, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this, so I had Ratmus do it instead. But yeah, you were probably there for that. Let me get another water. I guess Bunny did Final Fantasy VI at some point, but I don't think I did Final Fantasy. I took a break from Final Fantasy VI, like I said, for like 7 years. I just didn't play it anymore for some reason. And I was like, you know, I should probably do it again. Uncle Alti really wants you to do his portrait. Yeah, Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda. Doom, I think, separates it between 2D and 3D Zeldas. So my favorite 2D Zelda would be Zelda 2. What the hell did I just do? I don't know what the hell I did. Either I screwed up or missed or something. But yeah, I'm not a handheld gamer, so I skipped basically all of the handheld Zeldas. But other than that, like there was a long streak where I just loved every Zelda game. I loved Zelda 1, I loved Zelda 2, I love A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Then I got to Skyward Sword, and I hate Skyward Sword. It upset me, it made me mad, it caused me all sorts of problems. There are things that I like about Skyward Sword, and I ended up playing, I borrowed from Song the HD version of Skyward Sword. I think it's better than the original version of Skyward Sword, but it's a contentious Zelda game, because Song loves it and I don't. But it's still a game that I've played and 100%ed multiple times. But then I tried Breath of the Wild, and I just tried it once, and I was like, Breath of the Wild, this is not for me. This is not a Zelda game. This is too different. This is open world. I really don't like this at all. So I just didn't bother with Breath of the Wild. Ratmus finished it, and then neither one of us have ever played Tears of the Kingdom. I did try Echoes of Wisdom, and that is a completely different Zelda game, and I liked it, but it's a kind of a completely different Zelda game. So I don't know if I'd say that I love it, but I did like it. Probably will replay it someday. All right. So what was the deal with this? Let's see. So when we get to the The rightmost hole leads to a chest. The top left hole leads to more chests. So we do that before the bottom left hole. Alright. But yeah, Zelda games are probably my favorite franchise overall, and a lot of my favorite games are Zelda games. Some of my favorite games that aren't Zelda games, like for a long time, Resident Evil 4 was my favorite non-Zelda game. That was replaced by Portal 2. Love Portal 2 and Portal 1. What else? Jeez, we're getting sneezed all over the place here. Well, that's great. Whatever. There's you know, I like Mario games, but there's some Mario games that I love and some Mario games that I hate. For a long time, Super Mario 64 was my favorite Mario game, but eventually it got surpassed because I just love Super Mario Odyssey that much. It's now
Sorry about how long that took. Mom needed help with earache medicine.
Is Renee ever even gonna learn a goddamn magic spell? Like, what the fuck is the point, anyways? Okay, hold on a second here. We gotta fix something. I mean, I hope so. I mean, it involves a lot of sailing around, although I think she's gonna play the HD version. You know, it involves a lot of just wandering around and side quests. So I don't know how she'll feel about that. Hopefully she'll like it. Alright, I want to change let's get him so he's auto fighting instead of stealing. It's just a waste of time at this point. And all those Zelda games that I mentioned, I've made my own checklists in Google Docs. So yeah, I have a huge checklist for Wind Waker, all the treasure charts and heart pieces and all that stuff. And this is where Song says, and all the figurines, and I say, fuck that shit.
I was gonna say you've never truly 100%ed it, so I don't know why you're so proud of it.
I am the ultimate 100%er. I would do anything for 100%, but figurines are just the stupidest goddamn fucking thing that anyone ever invented. Let's just run away here. These things are not being killed by physical damage, I think, is the problem. If I get sneezed out, I really just don't fucking care. So important to get that X potion that I'll never use. Oh. Eric, do you remember the Magimaster later, the guy that you fight at the top of Cult of Kefka Tower? How he casts Ultima on you. Was one of our friends? He couldn't figure out how to beat it right, so he I think I said as a joke that you could rasp away all his MP, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do that," and he tried, and it was just taking too long. So eventually, he did give up on that. One time back in the day, I did do that. Rasped away all his MP. I think it took an hour for him to lose all his magic points. And then he tried to cast Ultima, and it was like, need MP, and he dies. That Esper just farted at me. Looks like peace has been achieved and the game is over. Am I a rocker? You mean like, do I rock the house like an 80s rocker with 80s hair? I am General Leo. May I have your name, please?
General Leo!
Do you have to do that every time I say his name?
Yes, because it annoys the fuck out of you. I like that it pisses you off. But I
Oh.
also did that with Leon from FF4? No, wait, what am I talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing with Leon Kennedy?
Leon Kennedy, like from Resident Evil 4?
Yeah, RE4. I meant RE4.
Yeah. Bands like Metallica is in metal, heavy metal, 80s metal. No, actually, I don't like any of that stuff. Regular rock and roll, regular 80s new wave synth pop. I mean, that stuff, sure. But I remember, actually being a kid in the 80s and on the school bus and other kids being into like metal and stuff. And I was like, no. So yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
Rockman, do you want to listen to my 90s grunge?
No, I don't. I do not like 90s music at all either. Grunge, alternative, all that stuff. Don't like that either. Because yeah, I grew up with my mom listening to oldies in the car, 50s, 60s, mainly 50s and 60s growing up. It wasn't until I grew up, became a teenager, and in my early 20s, and I started listening to like mainly 80s stuff. Yeah, because I didn't actually do that in the 80s. I got into it more when I was in my 20s, which was late 90s, early 2000s.
I'm loving how you're talking about listen to that with your mom in the car, but you won't talk about what you listen to with your dad in the car. Musicals, and I hate musicals.
I never really, I was never really in the car with my dad.
Interesting.
Well, if I'm in the car with him now and he turns on the radio, yeah, he'll put on the goddamn Broadway channel, because nowadays they have satellite radio, so he'll put on Broadway fucking channel if he's controlling the radio. But yeah, one of the first CDs that I remember that my family had was the double disc Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. So he did have that, but that was more of an at-home thing rather than in the car. Cars with CD players? What sorcery is that? Or cassette tapes? But yeah, when we used to go on our road trips to Indiana Beach, the parents would say okay, now is the time for our music, and they would put on like I said, probably 50s and 60s, and they would say, okay kids, now is the time for your music, and we'd probably pick Weird Al. So of course, well, let me think about that, because I don't. That's what I always say, but now I'm not sure, because in the late 80s, that was before we got into Weird Al. So I don't remember what we listened to in the actual 80s. We were just fucking stupid kids. Because we got into Weird Al around 1989, 1990. That's still pretty early on. But we used to go to Indiana Beach. Started in 87, so... Anyway, song I'm playing here is General Leo.
Leo!
Yeah, I think so. It's you have to glitch one of the characters or something. Possibly break the game. I know there's a lot of glitches to morph characters into other characters, so you can play as the Mughals or General Leo or some people that you're not supposed to play as. I know there's that other glitch where you can go to the opera house and do something and turn it from the world of ruin back into the world of balance, but your game could get glitched and fuck up and freeze and lose all your items. Bannon, yeah, I know there's a way to EMPER Emperor Mustafi, yeah. I think one time Doom used to stream. I know that's crazy, Eric, but Kodoom used to stream before he gave up streaming and pissed everyone off totally. But he did this stream once where he called it Making Games Unwinnable by Insanity. So he had a couple of different games that he looked up, like ways where you could soft lock yourself in a game, but only if you did something really, really, really stupid. And there was something he did in Final Fantasy VI where I think it was like you'd have to go out of your way to do something really dumb and like have Shadow in your party. And I honestly forget how he did this or what it was exactly, but it was something like he went to Narsh and Shadow was the only person left in the party, and Shadow leaves the party and the game just soft locks. Again, I can't remember how he set it up, but it was like something where you'd have to be really stupid to do it, but it soft locks the game. You ever heard of that? I don't know. I gotta, okay. General Leo's about to die here, and that's unfortunate, totally, right? Right, Song?
No, he lives on in my heart. No.
Hate, hate, hate. Like, one of the other ones I remember is if you play Super Mario Bros. 2, there's a level where, like, you can dig yourself into a sand pit. And there's just, like, one place where you can dig all of the sand and then you'll be stuck and soft-locked. Okay, I'm going to pause the game here for 1 second. I'm going to go upstairs and start preheating the oven because there's something that I want to cook later that's going to take an hour, so I'll be right back. Song, I don't think I told anyone, but what you got me for my birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric, for my birthday, Song got me these replicas of the Master Sword and the Big Goron Sword from Ocarina
Little
of Time.
ones, because Rockman doesn't want a big one.
Yeah, it's like they're like swords, like almost the size of a letter opener. You think you could use them as letter openers?
Maybe. My letter opener, Lord of the Rings one is much bigger than that, but probably.
You have a Lord of the Rings letter opener.
Yeah. Mom got me those before she got me the actual sword of Glamdring. And she has one of the broken sword that's whole now.
Magicite Hocus Pocus. Yep. Oh, I totally can't believe Kefka betrayed us all. I guess it wasn't Kefka that betrayed us, it was Emperor Gestafi. Even this music is great. I don't know what the official name is, but I think I called it Crisis. Can't spell slaughter without laughter. General Leo. You don't want to swoon over his grave song?
Swoon? No. Swooning over graves is weird.
I mean, Kefka does do his classic laugh all the time when he's slaughtering people, so... Yep, Quark's 100% dead, totally. We've been had. The Emperor's a liar. No shit. Way to go, Fancy. Sir Leo. Let's return to the airship where nothing bad will happen. What the hell's a mage warrior? Yeah, right, kid. Who is this puffed up aerobics instructor anyway? What the hell's a portrait? What the hell is 10 years old? What the hell is Renee doing at the top of the party? Pretty sure I know what's about to happen, but let's check the notes anyways. re-enter Tamalsa, you'll find Strago's friend Gung Ho, and you'll learn more about Haidan. Yeah, sure, like that'll amount to anything. Okay, my notes don't even say anything about stuff you need to do before the floating island. I'm assuming Doom's notes do. Yeah, he says talk to Gung Ho near in with and without Strago for different dialogue. Huh. Alright, well I guess let's do that first. That's him, there he is. I'm Gung Ho, warrior extraordinaire from the town of Tamalsa. You're in the town of Tamalsa, so of course. Is that you, Picard? When you were younger, you hunted Haidan, the legendary monster, but you quit before you found it. I didn't really quit. It's just that, well, the monster only lives on Ibbott's Rock, which has been submerged for some time. That's not an honest answer, according to him. What a buffoon. We're supposed to take him out of the party and talk to him again. Maybe he'll have different dialogue. Cutscene. The island, the world is groaning in pain. Here's some great music right here, this scene. Fuahaha. This is what I call the dream team. Finish equipping later. First I want to talk to Gung Ho again. guess we don't get any other dialogue other than him calling him a buffoon. Oh well. Okay. Alright, so next we gotta finish equipping. Then there's some treasures in Doma Castle that we can collect. Looking at Doom's notes, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't matter to me because I'm so high leveled. I don't care about. I mean, I guess maybe I could check out an item shop in Kolon Jin and get some stuff if I need it. Doesn't really say anything other than that, so. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here. So next time we will do a couple of things to get ready and equipped. Get some treasures from Doma before we go to the floating continent. And that's where we will be at. I think whenever the next stream is next week, at the start of it, Doom will be here and we can ask him if there's anything he thinks I should get. Zoda's doing some dumb randomizer. I guess Bunny ended already. I got some weird person dressed as Mario for some reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I guess it's Mario Day coming up, whatever. She stopped a while ago? What happened with Rondo of Blood? Did something happen? I mean, she usually streams about the same time I do, right? Alright, so we save stated, and that. Alright, now I did not drop any frames, but I know there was at least one instance where the fucking emulator froze for you guys, unfortunately during a cutscene. If you were looking forward to seeing that cutscene, you'll have to check it out somewhere on YouTube, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to continue this game until next week, next Monday probably, which is hopefully when I'll see my dentist again. We're probably going to do another What the Dub stream on Friday. Ratmus is going to stream something on Saturday. We haven't 100% for sure decided what that is, so guys, I'll let you guys know later. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's the end of the stream. Bye.
Bye.